ॐ वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय
महाकाय
सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ
सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभा
निर्विघ्नं
निर्विघ्नं कुरु
कुरु
मे
मे
देव
देव
सर्वकार्येषु
सर्वकार्येषु
सर्वदा
सर्वदा
सरस्वती
सरस्वति नमस्तुभ्यं
नमस्तुभ्यं
वरदे
वरदे कामरूपिणि
कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं
विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि
करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे
सिद्धिर्भवतु
सदा
गुरु ब्रह्मा
गुरुर्ब्रह्मा
गुरुर्विष्णुः
गुरुर्विष्णुः
गुरुदेवो
गुरुर्देवो
महेश्वरः
महेश्वरः
गुरु
गुरुः
साक्षात्
साक्षात्
परं
परं
ब्रह्म
ब्रह्म
तस्मै
तस्मै
श्री गुरवे
श्रीगुरवे
नमः।
नमः।
ॐ
ॐ
सहना
सहना भवतु
सहनौ
सहनौ
भुनक्तु
भुनक्तु
सह
सह
वीर्यं
वीर्यं
करवावहै
करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः।
अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः।
अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः।
श्रीभगवानुवाच।
श्रीभगवानुवाच।
श्लोक नंबर 9। यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणोऽन्यत्र
यज्ञार्थात् कर्मणो यत्र
लोकोऽयं कर्मबन्धनः
लोकोऽयं कर्मबन्धनः
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय
तदर्थं कर्म कौन्तेय
मुक्तसङ्गः समाचर।
मुक्तसङ्गः सन्माचर।
यज्ञार्थात् कर्म. Yajna, the word yajna means, literally the word yajna means puja, worship of the Lord. Yajnarthat karma is karma done for this, for Ishvara Prityartham. That is karma yoga. Karma which is done as a yajna. That is karma yoga. Other than that, anyatra, karma which is done, which is done not for yajnartha, not for, not for, not as the yajna. It means not done as the karma yoga, not done as the yoga. Karma yoga is worship of the Lord. Doing what is to be done is Ishvara puja. So therefore, anyatra means other than the karma which is done not as which is done not which is done as yoga. That is karma which is not done with the attitude of yoga. That is karma yoga. Other than karma yoga. So all those karmas. Lokaha ayam karma bandhanaha. So the karma which is not done for the sake of the Lord, the karma which is not done as yoga, that karma binds the people. Therefore, tadartham karma konte means not for the binding. Tadartham means no, Bhagavan will not always do karma for this for getting bound. No. Mukta sangha mukta sangha. Nobody wants to be bound. Everyone wants to be free. Therefore, yajnartham, tadartham means yajnartham, yogartham, karma yogartham, Ishvara pujartham. Ishvara Yajnartam. Karma is Ishvara Yajna, Tadartam. For the sake of that, for the sake of the Lord, otherwise you can take. For the sake of the Lord, you do the karma. For the sake of the Lord, not that because you do karma, Lord will get what he wants. It's not not that whether you do it or not. Ishvara is ever complete. Purnaha is never apurnaha. That is why Ishvaraha Sarvajnaha. If you do for the sake of Ishvara, you will be free. You will have the grace of Ishvara, Anugraha of Ishvara. That Anugraha, Ishvara Anugraha is that is the result what you earn by the not just by the action of your doing, but plus the attitude. The attitude behind that doing that that is important because that neutralizes the raga dvesha. They are the ashuddhi, they are the malam, which alone makes a person bound in samsara. So therefore, raga dvesha binds a person. For the neutralization of raga dvesha, karma yoga. Therefore, tadartam karma kaunteya, being mukta sangaha, being free from attachment to the that is attachment is longing for the particular results of the karma. Results of an action depend on so many factors over which the doer has no control, no say on it. Therefore, submitting to Ishvara, the karma, and whatever comes as a result, whatever the result, it comes. Accepting that as Ishvara Prasada, accepting, not resisting, acceptance, that attitude. That is what is yoga. That attitude is Prasada Buddhi. Therefore, Tadartam Karma Kaunteya, you do karma for the sake of yajna, being free from attachment. Samyak Achara, you do it well. In fact, you can do it well. If you are free from the longing for the particular results, there will not be any anxiety, no worries. You do it because it is to be done. And the results, over you don't bother about the results. The results come, and also you know that you don't have any control over that. So what you deserve, that you will get. Nobody can snatch away the result. What you deserve, wherever you are, that you will get. Because there is a big order functioning. So the order is always in harmony. You may try to disturb the harmony, but the order itself will get balanced. It's like the ecological system. Nature itself, how it gets balanced. You can see the order in the nature. That is Ishvara, Bhagavan. Similarly, the order takes care of the karma pala. Therefore, why should you worry? Therefore, being free from the anxiety, free from being anxious about the results. Only when you enjoy that freedom, you can do karma and you can be successful also, even in material world as well as in spiritual world. Material success also, one has to be free from worries, anxieties, concerns. With that, one cannot do perform karma. If one does with worries, a karma, then the result may not be as one wants because of worry, because of anxiety. The person may not be able to do an action effectively. They are pratibandha, they are obstacles in doing it. And being a karma yogi, this person has complete freedom while doing and after doing also, because the karma doesn't bind the person. So after karma also is free. While doing also is free. Therefore, Mukta Sangaha, being free from attachment, Samyakachara, where you well do. See, Bhagavan encourages Arjuna. You do karma. You do this, even this Yuddha karma. Being free, you do this Yuddha karma. Happily. No concern. Happily means no concern, no worries. That is the idea. So therefore, here we are discussing the word, the yoga, and particularly the karma yoga. There are only two types of yoga: karma yoga and jnana yoga. All other yogas, all other yoga means the, the different yogas that are existing in that in different names. They are all nothing but karma yoga only. In fact, they are not really different. They are all nothing but karma. They may be different in the in applying in different in this in terms of the usage of the tools or the practice, but they all come under karma yoga only. Therefore, Hatha yoga, Raja yoga, that is karma yoga only. Bhakti yoga, that is also karma yoga. Kriya yoga, karma yoga. Kriya means action. What else it is? So any yoga other than jnana yoga is karma yoga only. Therefore, there are only two yogas. So what about bhakti yoga? Is it a different yoga? We have a lot of bhakti literatures in our sampradaya. They are also karma only. But bhakti is not doing. They are also attitude. Therefore, karma yoga. Bhakti, that is the attitude towards a Bhagavan. A karma yogi, really speaking, is a bhakta. A jnani is ultimate bhakta. As Bhagavan Krishna says in the Gita, jnani tu atma me matam. So, therefore, bhakti yoga is karma yoga, and ultimate bhakti is jnana. Pure jnana and pure bhakti are one and the same. Therefore, to say bhakti yoga is a separate yoga, so that also can be used as a means for moksha. It's not like that. All yogas, other than jnana yoga, fall under only karma yoga only. Nowhere Bhagavan said there are so many, four types of yogas or 14 types of yoga. Jnana yogena sankhyanam, karma yogena yoginam. Lokesvin dvividha nishta. Very clean shloka. Only two lifestyles. One is characterized by jnana yoga. Other one is by karma. So there are no other yoga. So any yoga other than jnana yoga, they are the means for jnana yoga. Jnana yoga is a means for jnanam and therefore moksha. This is the this is the Vedic. Uh, this is the Vedic. This is the means for getting the vision of the Veda. This is the means. This is the path. In fact, the path is the karma is this. Karma yoga helps a person to gain that pakvata, to gain the pakvata for jnanam. If pakvata is not there, jnanam cannot happen. In fact, it is all the way gaining pakvata. Even after Shravanam also, Shravanam, Mananam, why after Shravanam the person does Maranam, Nididhyasana and all? It is refining the person. It is chiseling the person to improve the adhikaritva. The adhikaritvam, which is cultivated by Karma Yoga, is still refined by means of Mananam, Nididhyasana. That's what's called Vedantic meditation. Vedanta is jnana. Why meditation is required? Meditation is for achieving something. Yeah. Shravanam gives jnanam, that jnanam removes ajnana, moksha. That's all. There it stops. Then why do we need Nididhyasana, Dhyanam? Dhyanam doesn't produce any new knowledge. Then what does this do? Nididhyasana. Again, it is only for removing the obstacles which are in the way of this person, the adhikari. So obstacles are, that means that implies there is some lack on the part of adhikaritvam, on the part of adhikari. So adhikaritvam is lacking. There are pratibandha obstacles imply lack of adhikaritvam. There are some gaps. There are some glitches. So that has to be corrected. That is why nididhyasana. So it's all the way refining the person, refining the pramata, defining the knower. Brahma is known through Shastra, the Pramanam. Still, the Jnanam, if it is not assimilated, it is not problem with the Pramanam, it is not with problem with the Prameya, it is problem with the Pramata. Karma Yoga is for refining the Pramata. Mananam Nididhyasanam also refining the Pramata. So, therefore, Yoga other than Jnanam, it is for self-improvement. It's only for improving the adhikaritvam. How much a person can refine oneself, there is no limit. That is why there is no ideal sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. There is no ideal sadhana chatushtaya. They always can be improved upon. From where a person is, from that stage, he can improve upon. Always there is a chance of growing. Ahimsa, shantihi, amanitvam, adambitvam. There is no limit to improve the values. Not for a jnani. We are talking about the ajnani. Can improve. Can improve. The more and more he cultivates these values, for which the means are the yoga, karma yoga, the more clarity will be the more and more clear will be the vision of the Veda. So when the pratibandha obstacles are removed, then the vision is clear. That is what jnanam is. So if the person is a completely prepared adhikari, then by Shravanam alone, Jnanam takes place. He listens and becomes free. So therefore, how many types of yogas are there? There are only two. Jnana yoga, that is a study of Shastram, Shravanam, Mananam, Nididhyasanam, by which only the person gains moksha. For that only the preparations, the preparatory means are the other yogas, which we call broadly by the name Karma Yoga. Therefore, bhakti also comes under Karma Yoga only. So that is the discussion here. We have discussed elaborately before also. So Bhakti Yoga is Karma Yoga. So Bhakti is the recognition of Ishvara. And any karma done for the sake of recognizing Ishvara is yoga. So Karma Yogi also has the same. He also recognizes Ishvara. Therefore, tadartam karma karoti. Karma Yogi also does karma. Why? Parameshwara Prityartam. If Ishvara is not there, then the karma cannot become Karma Yoga. If there is no recognition of Ishvara in doing any karma, then that karma cannot become a yoga. It is a karma only. That's the difference between a karma and karma yoga. In karma yoga, there is recognition of Ishvara. In karma, that is absent. So, therefore, Yajnarthat karma is karma yoga. Anyatra karma is karma. So that karma binds a person, naturally binds a person. So that karma binds a person where there is no appreciation of Ishvara. It is just karma, mere karma. Whereas in karma yoga, a karma yogi recognizes Ishvara. He has appreciation of Ishvara. He appreciates the order. Therefore, there is a change in his attitude with regard to the karma, what he's doing. So that becomes a yoga. That becomes a means for neutralizing raga dvesha, for removing the malada, the impurities. That is raga dvesha. So as the bhakti is recognition of Ishvara, a karma yogi also recognizes Ishvara. He's all in all the actions. What he does, he recognizes Ishvara. That is why in the Vedic karma we say Ishvara Prityartam Namopata Samasta Dvara Shri Parameshwara Prityartam, for Parameshwara Priti, for pleasing the Lord. Lord will be pleased only when you do what you're supposed to do. Only when you contribute in maintaining the order, in maintaining the harmony of the creation, then only the Lord will be pleased. The Lord will not be pleased as though when if you disturb the order. I mean, please means the Lord neither is really speaking, neither pleased nor displeased. Lord being what He is. So you will get back the result as you deserve. When you do karma for the maintenance of this order, as a contribute to the order, then you will get the results accordingly. If you don't, if you don't contribute, on the other hand, if you in fact disturb the order, if the action disturbs the order, accordingly, the result one will get. So the person gets disturbed, not the Ishvara. Therefore, but there is an expression, Ishvara Prityartam, for pleasing the Lord. That is bhakti. You recognize the Lord and therefore you do karma. Therefore, there is an attitude of the devotion of offering the karma, like you offer puja, offer flowers, etc., in the puja. Similarly, this becomes a puja in that you offer the karma, and whatever comes as a result, as when you do puja, what it comes as the naivedyam after offering what you get. That is also prasada here also. The results of karma also accepted gracefully. That is prasada. So there is the attitude, the buddhi, the involved with regard to the karma and karma path. That is why it's called yoga. So it's all the way bhakti only. Therefore karma yoga is not something different from bhakti yoga. Bhakti yoga is karma yoga. Karma yoga is bhakti yoga. So bhakti is the recognition of Ishvara. And any karma done for the sake of recognizing Ishvara is yoga. Even if you meditate mentally, it is bhakti because the Lord is involved. It is also a karma because you are doing it with your will. Any action that comes off your will based action, and is invoking someone is a yajna, a karma. Why is it said? Because kartum shakyam, akartum shakyam, anyata va kartum shakyam. You have the free will to do, not to do, or do it in a different way. For any action which comes out of your free will, you have got free will, you can use it, you can abuse it. So therefore, any action which comes out of your will and is invoking someone, you invoke Ishvara in that, then that will-based action becomes a yajna, karma. Will-based karma, where the Lord is invoked, that is a yajna. Therefore, the expression Bhakti Yoga is to be taken as Karma Yoga because Bhakti being a common element. Similarly, Hatha Yoga is a discipline, which is a sadhana or indirect means for moksha. As Karma Yoga is indirect means for moksha, similarly, Hatha Yoga also, any discipline, whatever the discipline, is either for antakarana shuddhi, purification of your mind, or for the integration and coordination of the physical body, mind, and senses. That's what Hatha Yoga is. Dharana, dhyana, that also starts with yama, niyama, values. First, cultivate the values. One has to recognize the values of following the values, and one has to be that value. One has to see the meaning of the value to be oneself. You should be that person having that value in a complete measure, in a relatively complete measure. That's what we call sadhana chatushtaya sampatti. Viveka, Vairagya, Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha, Shraddha. That's what in Kata Yoga also, Yama and Niyama, the two steps covers everything. And because there are a number of disturbances and many kinds of deficiencies possible in a person, there are pratibandhas. Therefore, various disciplines can be helpful. Any discipline is yoga if the purpose is very clear. So therefore, a person can follow karma yoga, can follow hatha yoga, bhakti yoga, and he can do karma, anything he can do. They're all the means for gaining the yogita. They are the indirect, they become the indirect means for moksha. Therefore, any discipline is yoga. If the purpose is very clear, purpose is very clear. What is the purpose? The purpose is moksha through jnanam. So immediate is jnanam, end is moksha. Therefore, the immediate goal is jnana yogita. For that, that the purpose is that is the purpose, and that is clear. Then any discipline becomes yoga. If not, it becomes a problem. So, lokoyam karma bandhanaha, they are bound by mere karma. Even karate can be yoga as long as it is not done to make you feel invincible. The purpose is not to kick someone, but to gain a certain degree of fitness and coordination. When there is commitment to Ishvara, everything becomes yoga. It means there is no discipline or activity that we can say is not yoga if the Lord is involved. The fourth chapter, we will see how many types of activity there are, and that with these, everything is covered. Fourth chapter, at the end, we will see who is doing it, the person's attitude, the purpose for which an activity is being done. All this make any activity a sadhana, a yoga. It is important to understand then that although yoga has been divided into many different types, the Shastra makes it very clear that there are only two, in fact, only two yogas, Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. But the Jnana Yogi, which is general Jnana Yogi, is equated to sannyasi because sannyasi pursues Jnana exclusively, no other commitments. Therefore, Jnana Yogi means sannyasi. That is how Shankaracharya takes in his Bhashyam. A Grasta also can be a Jnana Yogi, like Janaka, etc. But Shankaracharya takes Jnana Yogi with sannyasi. Following that, Grasta Ashrama, that following the Ashrama order, Grasta Ashrama, Vanaprata, then sannyasi pursues Jnanam, therefore Jnana Yogi are sannyasi. Knowledge alone is yoga because the person is absolved from all duties. It is not that the Jnana Yogi doesn't do any karma whatsoever. It is just that the person is absolved of all obligatory duties, both shastrik, both the that is the duties, karmas enjoined by the shastra as well as the lokika karma is from both is absolved. The sannyasi is a non-competitive person, one who doesn't compete in the society in any way. So therefore, he enjoys certain freedom. He has inner leisure. Where there is competition, when a person competes, then he cannot be relaxed. So, whereas sannyasi with competitive mind, he cannot pursue jnana. The disturbed mind, he cannot pursue jnana. So, therefore, it's a non-competitive person, not because of his inability. He doesn't want, therefore, doesn't compete. He's not interested in dharma, artha, kama. He's interested in moksha. And for moksha, there cannot be any competition. Who gets moksha first, I or you? There is no competition. No, in fact, nobody is there. Nobody, no competition is there for moksha. Whereas for artha and kama, there is a competition. For moksha, there is no competition. So therefore, it's a non-competitive person, doesn't compete. Only then is a person freed from all obligatory duties to pursue knowledge. When sannyasis start incense factories, for example, they have to compete with other incense manufacturers. They have to project the product, proving it to be better than the other products. Only a person who doesn't compete in the society can be called a sannyasi. Thus, there are only two yogas, and bhakti is common to both of them. Bhakti is common to Jnana Yogi as well as Karma Yogi, to Jnana Yoga as well as Karma Yoga. As I told, Bhagavan Krishna says in Gita itself later, Jnani tu Atmaiva Memutam. Jnani is myself. Four types of bhakti is, he says, Artha Bhakti, Arthartha Bhakti, Jijnasa Bhakti, then Jnani Bhakti. Then the last bhakta is Jnani. Jnani is a bhakta, greatest bhakta, Jnani. So bhakti is common to both yoga. Both yoga is karma yoga and jnana yoga. All karmas become yoga if they are done keeping Ishvara in view. If Ishvara is recognized, then any karma becomes yoga. Any will-based action becomes yoga only. A yajna is any karma which is done for the sake of Ishvara. So karma done for the sake of Ishvara is called yajna. The yajna, it means, it's a beautiful word, Vaidika. It is the word yajna. We use the word yajna for the yajna, meaning that the karma, that is the karma, the Vedic rituals which are done in the yajna shala. That yajna, it is used for karma yoga. That yajna that is done for the sake of the Ishvara. Now that yajna may be conducted, may be performed for that Agni karma called yajna, that it may be conducted for gaining certain artha kama. But here yajna is done for the sake of Ishvara itself. For getting Ishvara itself, this is done. Therefore, this yajna is still a greater yajna, maha yajna it is. So karma yoga is maha yajna. It's the greatest yajna. It can be any ritual, worship, or prayer, each of which involves special karma performed for the sake of Ishvara only. Bringing up a child is also a yajna and is an example of indirect offering to Ishvara. What an attitude must be there to bring up a child. That is also yajna. I am here in this creation, and the child is in my keeping. The child has been given to me as prasada and is to be brought up by me. This is a proper attitude, and it's therefore karma yoga. So therefore, karma yoga, no toil, no yoga. So karma yoga, it's all depends on the proper attitude towards the karma. Ishvara is recognized and the order involved is seen to be Ishvara. To see things in this way is not an ordinary situation. A person has to be sensitive so that the order, that is Ishvara, is as tangible as a wall or a rock. What a beautiful statement. Ishvara should be as tangible as you see a wall available for your perception, a rock. Similarly, you are so sensitive to the perception of Ishvara. You see Ishvara. You recognize the Ishvara. Therefore, any karma you do, even if it is a mean karma, that is yoga only. This kind of appreciation is what bhakti actually really means. The real meaning of bhakti. Therefore, bhakti is not just chanting, although chanting is also bhakti, but mere chanting is not bhakti. Chanting also, Ishvara is involved. Yeah, there is appreciation of Ishvara, but chanting that karma, as karma, it cannot become yoga. Only when Ishvara is there, it becomes only yoga. Mere mechanical chanting is not yoga, therefore it is not bhakti also. So therefore, it is mere just chanting is not bhakti. It is appreciation of the Ishvara and the order. This appreciation is what makes you sensitive and gives meaning to your life. Therefore, sensitive to the recognition of the appreciation of the Ishvara, who is behind this order. That is the attitude. If that only gives meaning to your life, that alone makes a person a karma yogi and karma yoga. Recognizing Ishvara is to be able to see more than meets the eye or more than what the eye sees. Bhakti is an appreciation of what is behind and what is in front, the order, within the order, and seeing everything as the Ishvara. And this is also exactly what is meant by karma yoga. By any karma, you are either directly or indirectly related to Ishvara. Karma yoga involves role playing. Something is expected of you. This action is to be done by you because you are placed in this situation. Therefore, you do it. This is how Ishvara's karma works. Otherwise, why are you in this place at this time? Why are you not elsewhere? There is a meaning here. You are in this place at this time because there is something to be done by you. This is the law of karma. So this is applicable for everyone in every walk of life. Why a student approach the teacher and learn any subject matter? There is an order functioning. This is how it has to be. Similarly, the teacher, why the teacher teaches. Similarly, that why in this situation, at this place, at this time, that's an order. Doing it as a yajna, that makes it teaching a karma yoga, that makes the studying also a yoga, karma yoga. So anything with the proper attitude becomes a yoga. So therefore, you see that there is a meaning and that the situation is not a random one. Everything seems to have a cause and effect. There is no randomness in the creation. To use Einstein's words, the Lord doesn't play dice. Even if it did, being omniscient, you would know exactly how they are going to fall. Otherwise, he would not be Ishvara. That's why he's Sarvajnaha, Sarvavit. There is no random. For us, it is random. For Bhagavan, it is not random. Everything is there is Karana Karya. Karana Karya is there. Who knows? Bhagavan only knows. If we know, then we become Ishvara. If I know what is going to be the result of my action already, then I become Ishvara. I don't know. That is why I'm Jiva. Alpajnaha. Bhagavan knows, therefore he is Ishvara. Therefore, that's why knowingly he plays. That's why it's called a Leela. If Ishvara, the Ishvara Srishti, this Ishvara Srishti is called Leela. It's a play of the Lord. Because he knows. He is a creator. He knows the game. He is a creator of the game. He knows the game. He knows how to play and he knows the result also. Therefore, it's a Leela. It's really a sport. There is no concern on the part of Ishvara. Whereas for Jiva, we are just dice in the hands of the Lord. Therefore, there is no randomness in the creation. Everything happens according to the will of the Lord. Therefore, he has no need to play dice. Situations don't happen randomly. They happen because they have to happen. If this is understood, you will find that everything, even relationships, becomes meaningful. What a beautiful explanation is this given. Every page, content of the pages deserves contemplation. That is what Nididhyasana. To understand the meaning of the shloka and the interpretation is given and contemplating on the meaning so that it becomes more and more clear. That becomes a meditation, dhyana. To worship the Lord by doing what is to be done by you definitely requires that you see more than the eyes can see. You have to appreciate what is beyond the hands that perform the action, not merely the desire, but what is behind the desire. You should appreciate that the desire itself is born of Ishvara. This kind of appreciation is bhakti. In this way, the performer of an action worship the Lord directly, indirectly. Okay, we'll stop here. We'll continue the next class. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om Dhanyavadaha.